Good evening, guys. It's a 4:51 p.m. Today is February 8th, Tuesday. So let's start with the pre-market notes. So I'll record the yesterday's video also later on. Okay. So price is getting up, nice move up or down today. So it's basically getting up for the up move or down move, right? And you can see today it happens to be the up move. So today or Thursday we can have a nice one-day directional move, right? So today in the morning it was choppy, but later on it was a directional day, to the upside. So yes, now price is in the decision phase. Technically sellers are in control below 45.80 in general, but for day trading today, aggressive sellers needs to hold below 97.4500, or a Goldbeck's high, which was around same 97, and conservative sellers need to hold below 45.12. Buyer's job is to break out the first one, which is this, and then the second one, break out above 45.12. Buyers are confirming, and then 81.80 area is a good area. That area will create the nice move up or down in 2 days most likely. So today you can see it. I will explain this area. Basically, when price went above it, buyers were confirming, after the fail breakdown in the morning, and from that point onwards, you should only stick with buyers if you're trading. NQ sellers line, these are all sellers line, right? And 433 to 881 is a decision area for both parties in general. So NQ went towards this area today, but bounced ahead of it, just because of ES. There were buyers sitting in the ES, so NQ wanted to go down, but ES was the one who was preventing it, and then there was a fail breakdown in ES, and that basically brought buyers in NQ. So these are the, and then Russell, it's a note here, right, above 1992, some intraday buyers working hard, right? Dow, and then you can read through crude and all these things, rim number 578 and 543, right? So with that, let's go here. So 578 dream number, 543 dream number, right? When I published the note at 6 o'clock, 578 acted, 543 acted here, right? Then of the open, dream number 578 short, right? That acted, and then 543 that short acted, right? And then we had a fail breakdown here, and then reversal, right? So in the morning when we were observing in Discord, right, it was a garbage price action after 10:20. Up to 10:20 we tried to short it, like here, some of, I don't know, but I didn't take the short here, but but ES was holding it, this area. So we were observing first 15 minutes we are not trading, so we were just observing it. So but buyers were here, and then sellers, and then buyers, all this thing was going on. While NQ, NQ was clear cut, so NQ of the open, it bounced, then came down, then bounced, so I didn't want to short at 578. However, you can short technically at dream number, but then you have to manage your stops. But considering ES was not that weak enough, I didn't want to short NQ today, I just wanted to wait. And then I waited, and then I saw this, and then after two touch here it came down, right? And then 543 it sliced through here, slight pullback. ES was right around here. NQ you can short, ES you can't do anything. So NQ you can short right here, and then break below this also you can short. At that time ES was also cracking, in the morning like this, right? But here like this, right? So now it was, stage was set that hey, NQ wanted to go down, ES is now breaking down. Only issue today was internals, they were holding it even though price was further away, from this gap, right? So it is supposed to be negative, way negative, but here you can see it is above zero line or holding at zero line. Here also around zero line, it's not too much negative, and price is already 80 to 60, 20 point down. So it is supposed to be way negative, minus 800 or 700 or something. So that was a disconnect there. So there was a bullish disconnect right here, so you have to be careful if you short here, right, which I did. But then you have to cover it, if it doesn't work out, internals were not in match with the price, so most likely price will head higher if this thing started going higher along with the price. And essentially that's why this failed breakdown happened, just because of these things, So at the moment this bar, see here, sellers has an opportunity to keep ES below yesterday's low right here, but immediately pop back up, you should cut it, you're short. NQ same time you can cut it right here, and then it's a garbage day, confirm. If price goes above, it's a garbage. So that was a garbage day, and then you can see it, this ping pong here, right? So we gave up, we didn't trade it after that. Only way you can trade is if morning highs or lows are taken out, and then that thing happened right here, because even though morning high is taken out, in Discord in the morning I said during the voice chat that I can see some buyers defending 70 area in ES, from last 2-3 days. So that is what I discussed in Discord. So if you see a bounce from there, and if it takes out 80, 81, this area, it's a first confirmation, and then if it takes out this, it's a second confirmation for buyers, and then you should only stick with buyers. So the moment price goes above this, not only it confirming breakout above 80, 81, but it also breaking out above the range. And Q, same thing here, right? And internals were rising. When price was going down, internals were not down, but when price was going higher, internals were rising. See here, so it was a clear-cut trade long here, right here, 1048, right here, both together, Now, yes, NQ has a Globex high, which is important, right? So when price comes here, you have to evaluate, did ES reach this area? If it does, then you bail out, and then you wait for a new opportunity. Now, ideally after ES, this here to here, that was a trade. NQ here to here, that was a trade, right? But once you bail out, right here, there was no trade, because price did not pull back enough, right? So then you have to just watch it, patiently wait for the pullback. So the pullback in Discord, what we discuss is wait for a pullback later in the day. If price doesn't pull back, then wait for the later in the day. That is what we discussed in the Discord at the time when price was moving higher. So I did not take any trade here. But around here, when price was here, I said 97 and 4500. That is the line in send for buyers in ES, and in Q, I think I said 682 to 707. When price was higher, then it pulled back, right? So if considering this line of send, you can even go long here. But if it doesn't work out, you have to bail out, because ES was rising, coming down. Then you can try here also 682. That was line in send 2. So that worked out, back to 707, but then it failed, right? So you bail out and cut it. Then you have to wait for a pullback. Again, another good pullback. Now this two did not work out, right? So here also this 97, 4500, see it worked out. But then second time it sliced through it. Then in that case it was a balance breakdown going on. So you can technically take a short. But that short, you have to watch out when price comes to this area, VWAP and mid. In today's scenario, usually I don't pay attention to VWAPs, but today it was important, right? So, I already explained the folks in Discord on why on certain days it's VWAPs are important, on certain days they are not. Most of the day, I would say 80% of the day they are not. Only 20% of the days they are important, and you should wait for it. So I took this long, both of these, and then I bailed out somewhere here, and that's it. So ideally the good trade was only this one today, just due to the morning garbage. This one was a breakout, so breakout comes with the risk, right? Breakout trade always comes with the risk. This was a good pullback, so this was the good trade that I took, and this was only good trade for the day. This one was risky one, 50-50 short here, and this one. NQ, these shorts were good. This one was good. This one is, you have to guess it whether it's gonna hold it or not. But this one was good. This two, ES was, this one was also good. Did not work out. So that's how the day ended up today. So tomorrow you want to see ES holding above this, NQ holding above this blue line, which is 682 and 707. If it holds it above, it's gonna go higher. Possibly ES can go to 40 or 60. NQ can probably go higher above 827 or so. So that's how we have to view it for today. Thank you and have a Good day, guys.